Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating?
Do you want me to answer first?
Yeah, you can. When you're in a relationship, you won't always be happy because happy is a mere emotion, and emotions change.
Let me ask you this question. If you feel insecure and you go and find something, what you gonna do? Is it ever okay to stay in a relationship you're not happy in? You got it.
Should your spouse... Oh, gosh.
We're going to do a Q&A episode today.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
We are going to do a long episode and cut it into two parts.
Yeah.
So,
this is viewing.
Yeah. Give y'all something to come back for next week. So, we got some questions.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the official sponsor of the LoveDoesCostAThing podcast, Unashamed Apparel. Grab your gear today at shopunashamed.com and use the code LDCAT for 10% off your entire order. Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Jordan.
And I'm Juanita.
And this is another episode of Love Does Cost a Thing.
It costs everything, baby.
Shout out to all the love bugs who have subscribed to this channel. If you have not, do yourself and your future boo a favor.
Ooh, future boo.
Future boo.
Right now, boo.
Current boo. Not past boo, because we didn't move for praise the Lord.
I was about to, yeah. Praise God.
Or maybe y'all still need to get free.
All right.
I'm just trying to say hit the subscribe button. We're going to do a Q&A episode today.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
We are going to do a long episode and cut it into two parts.
Yeah.
So,
this is viewing.
Yeah. Give y'all something to come back for next week. So, we got some questions.
Yeah.
And we just going to flow.
Yeah.
We looked at it like the first couple, but not all of them.
No, we just going.
Let's rock.
Go with it.
Here's question number 1. Is it ever okay to stay in a relationship you're not happy in? You got it.
Sure. I would say, what is your definition of I'm not happy in it? Because when you're in a relationship, you won't always be happy because happy is a mere emotion and emotions change. But I think the person is asking if they don't feel fulfilled in the relationship. Okay. And if we are looking at it from that perspective, I would say leave.
Yeah. And when we say relationship, are we saying dating?
Right. What was the question again?
The question is it ever okay to stay in a relationship you're not happy in?
Oh, right. So if you don't feel fulfilled, no, don't stay.
If you're dating.
Yeah.
Get up out of there.
But even if you're in a relationship, like meaning if you are courting, even like engagement, get up out of there.
Yeah.
Now, I think marriage is slightly different.
What do we mean? What do we mean fulfilled?
Like, I mean, like, you don't feel like you can grow with this person, learn with this person.
Well, yeah, you don't have the confidence that this person is the one.
Right, basically.
Yeah, you're not.
Like, you want to live forever, like, do forever with them.
And again, go back like 2 or 3 episodes. When we say confidence, we don't mean perfect.
Right.
We don't mean without flaw. We mean like you have, if you are a believer, peace from Holy Spirit.
Right, yes.
You guys are healthy in your communication. You are able to solve problems, right? If you don't have any of those things, there's another bus coming.
Right, yeah. So I think, I definitely think you have my permission.
Yeah.
You have Jordan's permission to leave. I do think it gets tricky when you talk about a relationship as in marriage because that is different. Law binding.
Sure.
There's a lot of other factors that come into play. Like, do you guys have children? Do you have finances together? Do you have businesses together? There's a lot of other things that come into play.
Sure.
And so I would say if you're in a marriage and you're feeling unfulfilled, I would say you guys should talk about it, number one, but also put in the work so that you both feel fulfilled before trying to just like
there you go.
Throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Now, if you are not happy because there's like abuse happening, that's different. Absolutely, you need to just leave.
For sure.
But if you're just saying like, oh, he's not doing what he's supposed to, or she's not doing any things that I like,
checking on my boxes,
that's something that I feel like can absolutely be changed.
Yeah.
If you both, again, talk about it, get on the same page, and put forth the effort and the work that's needed to make it successful.
Yeah, I love that. I'll just wrap it up and say that like relationships are not self-serving. So you shouldn't get into any serious relationship thinking that it's all about you. And maybe you don't think that it's all about you, but it may come off in how you interact with your person. And so if you are coming off as if it's all about you, and it's like, of course, like if you're thinking that you're supposed to have all of these things or it's supposed to go a certain way and it doesn't, sure.
Right.
If that is you, have you ever once considered that your person or your partner may feel the exact same way? Or have you even asked them,
right,
do they feel fulfilled or unfulfilled?
Right.
So let's throw away the notion of relationships just being completely like blissful and easy,
right, making
and
you feel happy.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. That's not. That only happens in movies, and it barely happens in movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to question number 2.
All right.
Question number 2. Can you really love someone and still be toxic for them? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think what the person is asking is, how people talk about like, oh, we're toxic for each other, meaning like no matter how hard they work to like try to be together or to work it out, like they like it doesn't work. Like it doesn't mesh. They don't come closer. They don't become closer. They actually are driven further apart. And so I think what someone is saying is that while is it okay to like love someone? Wait, what was the question?
Can you really love someone and still be toxic for them?
I think the answer is yes, because you're in love with like that person, and there may be typically when people are in love with someone, it's for like factors or maybe characteristics that they hold. And so while you may like this aspect of the person and you have fallen in love with this part of them, there might be another part of them that will basically say like, no, you shouldn't be with them, if that makes sense. And so, what do you think actually?
I don't understand the question.
So it's basically saying like, could you really say you love someone if you guys are like not meant to be, basically?
I think that you could feel love for someone.
Are you one of those people that be like, I love you, but I'm not in love with you? You know how people say that? Like, do you feel that that's a distinction?
Let me say this. I don't know, but I think that the idea of loving someone who you know is toxic. When I hear this question, I think toxic for them. I mean, like, you do things for them as a result to protect their toxicity or their like immature behavior. So like if I'm, and my interpretation could be completely wrong. Let's say I'm just wilding, like doing crazy stuff, and you just riding for me. You just like, oh, that's my man. Like, I think you could feel love or be in love with that person, but I don't think that you should.
Right. I think that's what they're saying. So like, would it be okay for me to still be like, I love you, or do I really love you even though you're toxic towards me? Is what it's saying.
Let's just answer the question like this.
Okay.
Can you? Sure.
Yeah.
Should you?
No.
No.
Yeah. Because you're really just setting yourself up for hurt.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you really love them and you recognize that their behavior is flawed, toxic, and you don't confront them or converse with them, then you don't actually want the best for them, no matter how much you say you love them, because their behavior is eventually going to lead them. Yeah. Excuse me. It's going to lead them. Why you do that? You ain't had to laugh. You ain't had to laugh.
It was funny. I liked it.
You laughed? That's crazy. Their behavior is eventually, girl, because their behavior is going to eventually lead them to a place that you don't want to go, because you're not doing it either. Right. This is an extreme story, but I guess it's on pace with what we're talking about. I don't want to say too much, but I heard a story of a young lady who was dating a guy who was a trap star, selling drugs. She wasn't doing it, but she was with him. Things went bad one time, and I guess they couldn't get to him, but they could get to her.
So like guilty by association, basically. And not necessarily guilty, but like when you associate yourself with other people that are doing not
and
great things.
Maybe your boyfriend or girlfriend ain't a trap star.
Right.
But they lie all the time.
Right.
And they be just wilding, flying off the handle, doing crazy stuff.
Why would you want to be in a relationship with that person?
Yeah.
And I think about it with I think inherently the answer is yes, because we do it all the time with people that we love, like our family, right?
Okay.
Like we love our family, but they may be toxic for us. But I think that what this person was insinuating was like, can they still be with them? Sure. And I think the answer is no, because you can love someone.
Oh, like asking for permission?
Yeah, you know, like you can love, like, again, taking this family topic, like you may have a family member that's toxic and you love them, right? But you're not going to continue to be in a relationship with them because they're toxic. They cause you harm, right? So like we're all called to love. You can love them with the love of Christ.
But from a distance.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, get up out of there.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. The Chris Brown.
All right, let me ask the next one.
All right,
if I can see it.
It's number 3. Can you see it?
All right, yes. Should your spouse... Oh, gosh. Should your... this is
just
one of my... Just
do the whole question as a... Like, just say the whole thing out before you do that.
Fair.
Yeah, go ahead.
Should your spouse have access to your phone? No questions asked. This is like one of my least favorite relationship questions. But I'm going to let you go first because I asked the question.
I'm curious to know what you're going to say.
All right, let me read it again for myself. Should your spouse have access to your phone? No questions asked.
Why is this even a thing?
Yeah, I think
because you shouldn't even get into a relationship if this is a thing.
I think what it boils down to ultimately is trust. And I think that for me personally, I'm not asking my husband for his phone. I'm not looking into his phone. I don't desire that. I don't think that I need to do that because I trust him. Mm-hmm. Now, I think it would be different if you felt like that person was being weird and like putting up a barrier between with that thing, like saying like being very jumpy with their phone or something like that. I feel like that would be weird. Even still, I wouldn't necessarily like ask you for your phone to like look in it. I would just talk to you about how I was feeling. Right. And so I think that's really what it is. Because I feel like if you, I'm a big person on like, if you go looking for something, you're going to find it. Mm-hmm. And not to say that that person is actually doing something, but psychology proves that like, if we make up an idea in our mind, like we're gonna connect the dots, even if the dots don't connect. Is what I'm saying. Yeah. So like that person could really not be doing anything, but because we're literally going in there searching for like this red dot, like we're going to try to make that red dot fit. And so I think the real question is, why don't you trust them? Yeah. And why do you need to go through their phone? Exactly. If you feel like they're doing something weird or unhonest, then you should ask them about it. Yeah. Other than that, why? That's their privacy, just like you have privacy. And I'm not saying that, like in marriage, obviously you're becoming one. And so if I have a problem or if there's something going on with me, my husband knows, vice versa. But like, I don't think you need to be like in their phone. That's like, well, I was about to say, that's like going to the bathroom when they're in the bathroom, but people do that too. But like, I feel like that's just someone's private time. Like you don't need to be like all up in it. Sure. Now, do I have the password to your phone? I do. Do you have the password to my phone? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's not to go and like search.
That's what I'm saying. Like Juanita,
there's nothing to be hidden, but like we're not looking.
And I have access to all of those things.
Yeah.
And
for anything, for safety, most importantly. But
but my thing is just like, to your point, if you go looking for something and you find something, mm-hmm. right, that is questionable to you, chances are you already felt like something was questionable before you went to go look. Mm-hmm. And you should have just went to talk to him. Mm-hmm. If you guys can't have that conversation, you don't need to be together. Mm-hmm. You just don't need to be together. Mm-hmm. If there's an unwillingness to be questioned on either end, you shouldn't be together. Right. You shouldn't be together. Yeah. It shouldn't be, let's say in this case, if the young lady is going through their man's phone, bro, you shouldn't be like, yo, why you want to go through my phone? Give her your phone, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Give her your phone and let her look. And if there's nothing to be seen, then you ask her, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
If you guys can't have that conversation, don't deal with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Don't deal with each other. Okay? You've had trust issues from past relationships. Have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Because we talked about this a while ago. It goes back to wanting to have a sense of control.
Yeah.
I can't control Juanita.
Mm-hmm.
She can do whatever she wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
She can do whatever she wants to do. She can text whoever she wants to text.
Mm-hmm.
She can entertain whoever she wants to entertain. She can do that. She has the free will to do that. I can't stop her from doing that. She has to choose me.
Right. Yeah. Which I do, by the way.
What she does. And your partner has to choose you.
Yeah.
If they text someone else, you're going to find out something's going to hit the fan.
Right.
It's going to hurt. But then you'll know what you need to know.
Right. Yeah.
And you can go live your life.
Right.
It's not something that I want you to experience or go through.
Right.
But I don't want you racking your brain over the possibility or the thought of your partner can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
This is the risk that you take in being in a relationship with somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to trust them.
Yeah.
And if you're having doubts or if you're having a hard
time, talk
time,
about it.
Yeah, basically,
talk
you
about
just need
it.
to ask.
And both of you guys, it needs to be a healthy conversation.
Yeah.
You need to be forthcoming with the fact that you had this experience before and it's triggering you.
Yeah.
You need to tell that person that.
Yeah.
Because you are giving them the information to be able to best tackle this problem that you both are facing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It made me think about like the show that we started watching, the therapy show, like the couples therapy show. And there was a couple on there who the man basically was going out with his work friends essentially. But he he wasn't answering his phone to his wife. And she had been calling for like multiple hours and he wasn't answering. And then he returns home at like 3 a.m. Right? And so in the therapy, she was expressing how she was feeling and how when he did such action, how it made her feel. And all he heard was, you out here wilding. You out here doing this, you doing that. And he's like, I'm not even cheating, bro. Like, I'm just enjoying myself. I'm just having friends. I'm not looking at my phone. And the therapist was like, chill. She's not saying that you are cheating. She's not accusing you of cheating. What she's saying is, if you display this action, this is how it affects me. And I think it goes back to like what we're saying right now. I think it's important that when you are asking questions, don't accuse. Don't just right off the bat, you are doing this, right? But if that person is asking you the questions, don't assume that that's what they're doing. Try to get to the root of it. Why do they feel the way they feel? What actions are you displaying that leads them to believe that? If you're not, then talk about that too. Hey, I'm not actually doing those things that you're saying that I'm doing, right? Like when you call me, I answer, right? When you text me, like I respond, right? Like if you're doing those things, communicate that. But if you're not, man up, right? Woman up and be like, you right. Like, although I'm still not cheating or I'm not doing something that's dishonoring you, I could still see how this would make you feel unsafe. Because ultimately, that's what it boils down to. Security, right? Like, if you're not responding in a certain way to someone, they feel insecure. Therefore, they don't trust you. Therefore, they're feeling like, okay, because I don't trust you, now I have to have my hand in it.
Yeah.
Now, I got to control it. When really, it could just be more sort of like, what can I do to help you feel more secure?
Let me ask you this question. If you feel insecure and you go and find something, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You can't make them stop.
Well, they gonna wild out and then they gonna be like, why you do that?
Right, you gonna wild out, you gonna get mad,
How
you
dare
gonna cuss,
you?
you gonna fuss, and guess what?
Oh,
He's still gonna be cheating.
Please don't cuss.
She's still gonna be doing whatever. They have to choose you.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing. You're just gonna be mad, rightfully so.
Right.
You're just gonna blow up, and guess what? You're just gonna be blown up.
Right.
Nothing gonna change.
Yeah. All right, that was good.
All right. You want to do the next one too? I did the first two.
Sure.
Or 4.
4. Okay. Is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating?
Do you want me to answer first?
Yeah, you can.
I think it depends on the person, but I think that emotional cheating could be cutting deep, really deep. Could cut someone really deep.
I couldn't.
I was struggling. I think the emotional version of like crossing boundaries can cut deep, especially for like someone who leads with their heart first. Particularly someone who maybe has had an adverse experience where they availed themselves emotionally and was mishandled. So yeah, that could definitely like do a number to somebody. Yeah. I think I'm leaning more towards the emotional side, but not to minimize like the physical side, but like the emotional side is deep because like there's only so much physical aspect that one person can do at one time. You know, but like the totality of a person's relationship or two people's relationship is mostly emotional.
Okay.
You know, so like, yeah. I don't know. Help me out here. What you think?
I think physical for me.
Okay.
While I feel like I'm definitely a person that leads with emotions, or maybe not leads with emotions, but is big on emotional connection, I feel like the aspect of physical cheating just works too well with biology, and I don't like that. Like if you're becoming one with someone else, and ultimately...
What do you mean by becoming one, for those who don't understand the lingo?
Well, how do I say it without getting flagged?
It's intercourse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Intercourse. What?
It was just funny. It was some comedic relief.
Yeah, so intercourse, if you're having that, like biology and the Bible says that you are becoming one. And the thought of you becoming one with somebody else other than me is crazy. But not even just intercourse, like kissing, right? Like in my mind, I'm like, that's nasty. Like I don't even like my hands being dirty. But like your body with someone else's body,
sorry,
can't get with it. So I would say that, and I think too, because it crosses, I think emotional is a hard line because like I think it's hard to describe what emotional cheating is.
No clear boundaries,
because I feel like it's teetering that line. Like if someone comes to me and they're confiding in me and I'm listening to them, would someone consider that, emotional cheating? Or
I wouldn't say
so. Or what if I confide in them?
Yeah,
but if I'm thinking they're just a friend, and I'm not bashing you or anything like that, like, but someone else could look at it and be like, "Oh my God, why are you confiding in him?" Like,
I see your point in it being some blurred lines there. I think,
and I feel like physical is very clear.
Yeah,
like,
that's absolutely. I agree.
You did this
100% on that. Yeah, that's why I kind of started off at the beginning, kind of like, both ways. But I lean more towards the emotional side because I think that this may be a testament to like how sometimes people view intercourse.
I was going to say that too. Yeah.
For a lot of men can have intercourse, and I won't say not be attached, because the two become one. That's literally what that means, physically and spiritually, right? But for most men,
they're like disassociated.
Yeah, like they don't need that emotional connection to have intercourse. For more women, I've heard that is more of a driving factor for them to avail themselves in that way. Was that too much word salad, or does that make sense?
No, that makes sense.
I feel like a lot more women prioritize the emotional stuff before they give their bodies, as opposed to men who are more willing, less reluctant to give their bodies, even if the emotional side isn't there.
So you're saying, yeah. So you're saying that to say what compared to the question?
I'm saying that to say that that's why the emotional cheating, and I don't have like a hard like.
Like, do you think? And I'm not saying that you're speaking for all men, but do you feel like that's like you feel like for a man?
I'm saying that